All right, well, let's move right on to our next guest. We know over the past month, my gosh, Bitcoin prices have soared and interest has hit an all-time high. Joining us now to break down this crypto craze is James Putra, Director of Product Strategy and Innovation at TradeStation Technologies. James, great to have you with us. We remember when you were back on Cheddar in November, and since then, of course, a lot has changed for Bitcoin. Are you seeing a lot of traction on the platform?
Yeah, it's been pretty exciting. We've seen a lot of excitement in both the cryptocurrency space and the futures. We now have both the CBOE and the CME futures live, and we've seen a lot of excitement in our customer base and across the industry. And we've seen a lot of people are just very, very thirsty for information. How do they get their hands on new information? So it's been great to be able to put these products in our offering.
Well, James, let's talk about that information, because how is TradeStation educating its clients on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general? Because there's such an interest in information about the cryptocurrency.
So I think that's a really good question, because it's hard to find good information. So we've been working overtime. We've got a really good team here that's been working overtime to make sure that not only we're educated, but we're providing the right information to our customers. We've been trying to become a good, reliable source of information and put out I think a TradeStation cryptocurrency page under the TradeStation University. And there you can find a lot of different videos and podcasts and information about how you can get involved in what actually is Bitcoin and some of the underlying contracts that people are trading.
Okay, James, right now you're sitting in this building, the cryptocurrency cafe, if you will, in Prague. We teased this. What exactly is going on there?
So it's a very cool space. I stumbled across this cafe in Prague that is focused around cryptocurrency. You can only pay with Bitcoin or Litecoin, whether it's a Red Bull machine, whether it's going to be buying your coffee, or if you want to buy t-shirts or other materials, you can only buy it through cryptocurrency. It's a very cool experience. And not only do they have the cafe, they've also got a co-working space dedicated to cryptocurrency. And on top of it, an institute that's dedicated to making sure people around can understand what's happening. It's been a very interesting experience, because I met people that are novice to very hardcore crypto enthusiasts. And I even met a barista that has in her hand a chip planted that acts as her cryptocurrency wallet. So
wow.
Where you see me using the phone there, she's able to just touch her hand to the machine and pay for the coffee.
All right, James, are you ready to do that yet? Are you ready to get that chip implanted?
I'm not quite sure if I'm that dedicated yet, but I'm interested.
Well, what can you tell us about how Bitcoin is being received in Europe overall? We do hear a lot about the interest that Bitcoin has in Asia, but how's it being received in Europe?
So I'd say very favorably. It's kind of spreading like wildfire. I've been in London, in Munich, and also in Prague. And one thing's the same across all the different languages, I hear a lot of Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. So there's definitely a passion and excitement around the space, and people are looking for more ways to get involved. So I'd say, depending on whether you're walking through the streets and you see a cryptocurrency ATM, you find a place like these cafe where you can actually spend the cryptocurrency. There's just a lot of interest here, and people are very enthusiastic about what this space is doing and how we can get involved.
Okay, so we've seen obviously the surge in interest here, Bitcoin, other cryptocurrencies at all-time highs, capital pouring in from all over the place, from major investors to the typical average mom and pop investor as well. So the conversation of bubble is beginning. James, do you think people should buy Bitcoin now, or are you in the camp that you think this bubble could burst?
I can't say whether you should buy it or not, but what I would say is that there's definitely, the excitement has outpaced where we currently are with this technology. We've got to keep in mind that it's still very, very new, and that we're learning every single day about what this can do. So I think if you do want to get involved, it's important that you take the time to learn about what the projects are, whether or not you actually want to put your capital into this. It's still risky, but it's got a lot of excitement and the potential to do some big things around the world. So if you do want to get involved, make sure you take the time to learn about what it is before you actually put your capital at risk.
Well, James, the last time we spoke, we nearly got you to spill the beans on some top secret projects you are working on. Can you give us a little something today about what you're working on?
So I can't go into too much detail. Still, most of it's top secret. But what we do have is, if you want to go to our website, sandbox.tradestation.com, you can see some of the public projects we're working on. There's quite a few things around artificial intelligence, among some other projects that you can get involved with as an early investor or an early customer.
All right, sandbox.tradestation.com. James, thanks so much to you. Enjoy your time in the Crypto Cafe in Prague. That's James Putra. He's Director of Product Strategy and Innovation at TradeStation Technologies. Very cool.
Very cool.
Yeah,
we got to make a trip
there.
to Prague, I think. I know. Okay, that's going to do it for this week's episode of The Long and the Short, but we'll be back next Tuesday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time with our next show. Do not go anywhere. Tim and I are sticking around for the rest of Opening Bell next.